Okay then guys, we are back and we've got loads to go over today as we have got new dispatches coming into the midst with around 1 day left on the major order. We are closing in on that success message very, very soon. We've also got some stuff happening over on the Discord, which is leading into the conversations that are happening at the moment with leaks. So we're going to talk about that. And you guys have been saying a fair amount on the Helldivers 2 official Reddit page. So we're going to go into all the information you guys need to know today. And if you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, GamerSupps, the company that offer esports athletes and gamers alike with the most effective and healthy energy drink option. We've even got our own tinned alternatives now. Links down in the description. Use code CLOUDPLAYERS at checkout to show some support. And if you want to get involved with our giveaway, we're giving the announcement for this one tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned to it. Head down into the comment section and put in a purple coloured love heart because, well, we want to see that illuminate come through soon. With that being said, let's dive into the game and see what it is that's happening right now in Helldivers 2. So starting off on the Galactic War map, we can see right here that we have got around 1 day remaining on the major order and around 20% left on the charges. This is quite large because, well, we've managed to solidify absolutely everything else, including the minor order, and all we have now is just to head into the Terminids and start taking out those charges. The current planet at hand does seem to have the Predator strain on it of Gakrux, and if you hit those lower difficulties, then you will have those charges come in a bit more prominently. So head on over and let's clear off that final 20% of around 1 million total charges. We also had a dispatch notice come up that you guys may have noticed, and it states right here that Tyranny Park 2 expansion secured. Helldivers have successfully neutralized all designated bloom mutated Terminids. A surge of Tyranny Park 2 ticket pre-sales have followed the announcement of the Forbidden Gloom expansion zone. As such, Tyranny Park 2 has sponsored the Orbital Napalm Barrage stratagem to be available fleet-wide for the next 48 hours. Now, it is currently still available. This obviously came up just yesterday, so you still have got quite some time left to utilize the Orbital Napalm Barrage, which is always really, really helpful when going into the Terminid strain, especially if you're on Gakrux, because, well, we all know that airstrikes don't work well on those style of planets. So take your Orbital Napalm Barrage and have some fun over there. Next up, we've got to talk about tomorrow, because tomorrow is Tuesday the 19th. This is the last Tuesday for patch updates that we could potentially receive before the 26th next week, which is going to be the Xbox launch. Now, for most of you, that may seem quite insignificant, but for the rest of us, this means quite a big thing. Tomorrow should be a ginormous patch update. If it's not, then expect a day 1 patch update on the 26th to be able to fix everything that's going on right now. We already know that there are an array of issues inside of this game, from visual to audio to absolutely anything that you can really think of. It just seems to be wrong at the moment in time with weapons, with loading screens. Even though the actual known issues listing does seem to be quite small, it does appear that there is a lot more to fix than what meets the eye. So keep your fingers crossed and stay tuned to the channel, because tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be able to release a video with a brand new patch update, which, in my opinion, is definitely needed, or else Xbox are in for a rough time. Talking about things inside of the game, though, I have recently had an array of DMs coming from Twitter and coming from Discord, with people sending me loads and loads of leaks. Now, this has been quite a big topic at hand at the moment. I'm aware that Ironsights did take a bit of a break and he is now back, although unfortunately what we're seeing is that the leaks are becoming a lot less reliable. The issue with the leaks at hand at the moment is that the game is filled with things that have been leaked out since the game's launch about a year ago, and they just never ended up releasing. Now, does this mean that they'll never reappear to the game? No, but it does appear that it may well be releasing within the next couple of years. So take that with a pinch of salt. If you are looking into the leaks, then just make sure that you keep your expectation levels at a reliable level, because apparently there's some movements with the illusionists. Now, there was a funny post that went up on Discord where somebody states the illusionists are dead. We killed them all in the first Galactic War, and this actually came from a Helldivers official moderator, which then somebody posted, Cloud Players has now screenshotted this, and yes, yeah, you're on the channel, my dude. I definitely screenshotted that. Thanks for that one. I really appreciate the heads up. Nonetheless, so it just seems to be a bit of a weird one right now with the leak territory, so make sure that you take everything with a pinch of salt and just bear in mind that it may never actually turn up. Talking about things that people want to come to the game, though, we are going to take a look at this post right here, which I found actually quite interesting in terms of how it is that they could layer out the Superstore. Obviously, we have the War Bonds Superstore and the Super Credits page, but people are asking for a specific collaborations page. Now, the reason they want to have this, I think, is pretty damn obvious. The Killzone armor came out last year, and since that point, we've never ever seen it hit the store again. What people are asking for is a consistent usage. So being able to access this at any given point. If you don't have the money to do it right now, then you can go back and get it next week, meaning that you'll never really miss out. And I don't think this is a bad idea, mainly because inside of gaming, FOMO is an awful concept, and the fear of missing out will mean that anything that does come up, like with this Halo crossover that we know is going to be coming over the next X amount of time, is going to be a bit of a problematic situation if people can't afford it at that point in time, and then it just disappears. So I would quite like to see a collaborations tab. I think it's fairly important, and if you guys do agree with me, then let me know via the comment section below. I just think that it's a really good quality of life change for the game that could really bring in the next level as far as being able to actually have those crossovers happen, meaning that we could potentially have more crossovers, because they'd be more beneficial to not only the company itself, but to us as well as consumers. Moving into something that I thought was absolutely democratic, and something that I know full well that most Helldivers would love and want inside of their lives right now, is this post right here that states, "I think she is the one." So it was my birthday and my girlfriend made this awesome cake for me. She 3D printed the figures and painted them by hand. God, I love her. This is absolutely awesome. There is a whole Helldivers scene here, from Oreos with a Helldivers fight against the Terminators. It is hysterical, and I absolutely am here for it. If you guys can find a partner that will embrace the nerdism with you, then they're definitely a keeper. I know I've found mine, so hopefully you guys find yours as well. And moving into your top comments right now, there is a few interesting pieces in there, as we went into the Reddit Sunday yesterday, where we went over the Cloud Plays Reddit, and you guys were able to post up your clips, ideas, and summaries, and it was quite an interesting one. So if you haven't seen it, make sure you go and take a look on the channel for that one. But this one right states here, tutorial on now on Cloud Plays. Eject, then melee very late into the disembark animation. Holding right movement helps sometimes. If you time it right, you can fling yourself away. Now, this is obviously a bug that they've got right now, which is from exiting the mech, you can actually like propel yourself at quite a distance. This is absolutely hilarious to know. So we're using the melee very late into the disembark animation as we leave the mech, and then using the right movement sometimes help to fling yourself away. So we'll take that one in toll, and thank you very much. This next one states right here, the mech warp eject looks like it's being done with a melee attack, so you exit the suit. Again, we've just clarified that one up, so that's absolutely huge, but I'm really glad that that's something that we can actually do, because it's almost like an ejector seat, and it's genuinely so funny. And this final one right here states, got 368 hours in the game, and last night was the first time I've seen the DSS transmission mid-game. Eagles came in clutch. Now, I absolutely love that, man. The Eagle strike inside the DSS is actually really useful, and it's hilarious when you're playing them with friends. Now, if you are jumping in with randoms, that DSS Eagle strike can be a bit of a nightmare. So do bear in mind, when you jump onto a planet with the DSS Eagle airstrike, you may well be in for a bit of team killing every so often. Nonetheless, though, quite a quiet day indeed for a Monday. We'll see what it is that happens tomorrow on patch update day. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the clouds.